Sorry.
Everyone has made errors in their job from time to time. However, some may take it up a notch with blunders like signing gibberish or lying about ill health. Here are 7 people who had their first and last day at work. Number 1. Money spills on Freeway. An armored truck spilled a huge wad of cash across a California freeway, prompting chaotic scenes as drivers stopped to scoop up banknotes. One of the doors popped open and some bags of cash fell out, California Highway Patrol Officer Curtis Martin would tell a local news outlet. Some of the bags broke apart in the lanes, and there was cash all across the lanes. Demi Bagby, a social media personality and athlete with over 2 million followers, even posted a video of herself at the scene, showing the cash strewn about on the ground. Videos posted to social media would show people who were dashing around on the roadway scooping up money, and even throwing handfuls of cash into the air in celebration. Reporter Melissa Aden, who was at the scene, tweeted photos of the aftermath, saying that all that was left on the scene were money bands from the armored truck. Several folks were seen pulling over to search for money, she would write in the tweet. And CHP reminds us that you can still be arrested for taking this money and urges anyone who did pick money up to return it. It is safe to say that whoever was behind the wheel that day probably had their last day at work. Number 2. BBC News reporter accidentally inhales drugs. In 2010, Quentin Somerville, a BBC reporter, was on the job in the Middle East when he was reporting on a massive pile of drugs being burned by authorities when he got high, inhaling the fumes. After accidentally inhaling the fumes, a single sentence was all Somerville could get through before bursting into some serious giggles. He tried several more times to get through the taped segment, but could not produce anything but laughs. According to The Telegraph, Somerville sent out the blooper reel to his followers, noting that after a year of bullets and bloodshed, he offered the video as a Christmas laugh at my expense. BBC, in a statement, wanted to make it very clear that the 4-year-old footage never made it onto the air, and I guess that we can all see why. Number 3. Woman who signed gibberish. In 2017, a woman named Darlene Roberts took a job as an interpreter during a Florida news conference. As Tampa Police Chief Brian Duggan announced the arrest of Howell Donaldson, Roberts was there beside him, making signs that made no sense. Rachel Satombrino, an ASL teacher at the University of South Florida, said that Roberts sat up there and waved her arms like she was singing Jingle Bells. Amongst the things that Roberts signed, according to Satombrino, was the following: 51 hours ago, 01222, murder. 3 minutes and 14 weeks ago in Old Murder 45, 55,000 play 10, arrest Murder Bush 3 age 24. Tampa Police Department spokesman Steve Hegarty said that Roberts just showed up and told him that she was there to provide the sign language interpretation at their November 28 news conference. He assumed that someone else at the department had called for the service that it uses for interpreters. Roberts would be questioned by the police for her actions, although there was no news on whether or not she spent any time behind bars. The Daily Mail also revealed that police records showed that she had previous convictions for grand theft and burglary. She had even served a 5-year sentence on a felony fraud conviction before being released in 2016. Talk about lying on the resume, but still getting the job. Number 4. Paramedics announcement fail. Now, if you didn't know that July 8th is International Paramedics Day, you'd never forget it after watching this hilarious announcement. 2022 is the first year this day is being used to recognize and celebrate the hardworking paramedics of the world. And to raise awareness, 2 paramedics at the East of England Ambulance Service made a video for social media, which would prove to be much more challenging than they imagined. Every time that Dave Tom Morrow tried starting the video with, "Hello everybody, welcome," his colleague Joe Cartwright began to laugh.
Hello everybody.
In a Facebook video the ambulance service shared, it seems that it took them many tries to get past that part. After moving to a new location, Dave and Joe could finally get past their introduction, but not by much. Their next hurdle was getting Joe to answer the question, "What's it like being a paramedic?" with something other than "it's good." Despite their difficulties finishing the video, their efforts certainly did not go to waste. They used all of the hilarious footage to raise awareness for International Paramedics Day, although certainly not in the way that they had planned. Number 5. Bank intern caught lying. If you're calling out of work to attend a party, the least that you can do is not post the pictures online. Unfortunately, this bank intern would learn the lesson the hard way. An intern at Anglo-Irish Bank, Kevin Colvin, emailed his boss Paul Davis, saying that he had to return to New York City because something had come up. His boss granted his request, but it turns out that something was a Halloween party in Worcester, Massachusetts. One of the intern's co-workers found this freshly posted picture on his Facebook page, an image of Colvin dressed up as a green fairy, a wand in one hand and a Bud Light in the other. You can already guess what happened next. That co-worker snitched on him, and unfortunately Colvin's boss got word of his lie. Kevin's boss then responded to the following email the next day, even seeing in the rest of the employees, as he fired Colvin shortly after. Yikes! Number 6. Refrigerator delivery fail. Two men would be delivering a refrigerator to a home when everything that could have gone wrong did. The incident caught on the home's CCTV captures the two men lifting the fridge up the stairs. And as they approach the top of the stairs, the man at the bottom misses a step, causing the refrigerator to come tumbling down and losing one side of the door. Given the weight imbalance, it seemed inevitable. And now, I'm no expert, but it seems to me that the guy at the bottom had to put in twice as much effort as the one at the top. And on top of that, the fridge was not on a dolly. Perhaps the delivery guys could have avoided this incident if the refrigerator had been tilted toward the stairs and had been appropriately strapped. Fortunately, no one would be hurt, but this incident will definitely be tricky to explain to the customer. Number 7. Woman caught at soccer match. Nina Farocki was a digital content coordinator whose friend was able to score tickets to the Euro 2020 semi-final soccer game. Thinking that it was unlikely she would be granted the day off to attend, she called in sick to work so that she could go and watch the match. After arriving at Wembley Stadium for the game, she and her friend realized that they had great seats. The seats were in a perfect spot to see the action, but this also meant that they were in a direct shot of cameras capturing the game. Farocki was initially worried about being seen but said that she figured she wouldn't be seen in the crowd of 66,000 people. She thought that she might have gotten away with calling in sick, but later found out that she and her friend had been captured on television celebrating. It was not long before her bosses would see it as well, and they called her less than 12 hours later, telling her not to come back to work as she had breached her employment contract by lying. If there's one thing not to do when you manage to get out of work, this would be it. Perhaps Farocki might have had better luck if she didn't have such superb seats at the game. I trust that some of these workers' misadventures gave you a good chuckle. Share your story with us if you've ever experienced anything like this. Also, let us know what kind of consequences, if any, you had to face in the comments section below.